Hey guys, Metallic here. In today's episode, we're gonna make the bedroom inside our hobbit hole, and also sneak in a secret nether portal, so we can go into the nether! Also, don't forget to like and subscribe and put those noties on. Now I just came over here to go get some of this obsidian, because we're gonna need quite a lot for what we're gonna be doing. And we're also gonna need some of this crying obsidian too. Now what I have planned exactly for this room is I'm going to make it to where almost the portal is bleeding into the overworld. I wanted to use the crying obsidian as almost like a block representing that the nether is spreading. For example, almost like how Stranger Things has their portal have the whole entire infestation with the vines. The crying obsidian would represent the nether slowly bleeding into the overworld. So that's what I'm trying to aim towards, is making the portal look like it's bleeding into the overworld. Let's hurry up and get home before the night falls, because we don't want any creepers sneaking up behind us. Okay guys, so the plan is that we're going to mine out this room right here, make the bedroom. What was that? What just happened? I have no clue. Anyway, we're going to mine out this room, we're going to make the bedroom, and then we're going to make the secret nether portal entrance. But before that, let's actually check out what that noise was. I heard a wandering trader, but it kind of sounded like it was an enderman. Okay. Every single time I wander out, this is going to be a creeper, huh? Come on, bro, let's go. I'm not about to let that happen again. Now, where is this guy? Oh. Well, that's just sad. I'm not sure if you guys are reading that right, but I think he got murdered by the zombies. Jesus, bro. That's brutal. I was gonna trade with him too. Okay, let's get back to work and mine out the bedroom. Now here's the issue. I'm pretty sure we're just gonna, yeah, you see the grass right there? We're just gonna break out into the open. This is a kind of bad situation because this is gonna be left open for a while. And it's kind of raining, and that usually means that whatever mobs spawn, they're not gonna get damaged by the sunlight. Yeah, this is not good of a situation here. This is gonna be a big problem. We're gonna have to do a lot of terraforming around here. Just so that you guys know, terraforming actually means almost like adjusting your land and terrain around you and trying to make it seem natural. Oh, and remember how I was saying before how it was kind of unsafe to have this open? Well, I ran into a zombie villager. And also, we may end up running into a few more mobs in the not too distant future. See, that's what I was saying, guys. I just got a zombie villager run up on me. It's still not... Oh, well... Let me check the clock. Well, it's actually getting to nighttime, so maybe that's why. Alright, let's keep on digging here. Alright guys, so we got the template of the bedroom all set up. So now all we have to do is gather up the resources to build this thing, and then we can start constructing the build. Let's grab the acacia. I'm pretty sure we have acacia. Here we go. Acacia saplings, and then grab the mangrove saplings, because we're going to be using a combination of those two woods. Yikes. I think I may end up just going to the actual savanna biome. There's no way I'm gonna wait for these savanna trees to grow right now. I don't got the time. We gotta keep on moving. I just found this horse. I think he's pretty fast. So we're going to tame him, and then we'll come back to him later. Oh my god, there's another village to our left here. Okay, that's good to know. So we got two villages in between us. Let's start chopping down these acacia trees. Okay, I think what we have is good enough because we had those saplings back there that probably would have grown by now. So we're actually going to go to the mangrove swamp so we can get some mangrove wood. Alright, and we reached the mangrove swamp, but here's the issue, guys. The only thing is that we're gonna have to get a ton... Oh, geez. Trident guy over here. Freaking spinning like a record right now. You spin me back. Come on, bud. Ugh. These guys are nasty, man. What I was saying was, we're gonna need a ton of mangrove. We're gonna need probably about just as much of mangrove than we are going to use the acacia wood. So we're probably gonna have to grab about a stack. So let's get to shopping. Oh my god. Where did you guys even come from? It didn't even get to nighttime. Okay guys, we got all the... I'm sorry, I just realized how short my skin is because we're living in a hobbit hole. Anyway, we got just over a stack of mangrove logs, so we finally have enough resources to make the room, and I think we should get to it. So let's go. We got another one. Another one. Okay, yeah, okay. No. I gotta get in land. I can't block this guy. I'm not gonna have my world end because of you, but I do kind of want to get your trident. Just come up here. Come up here, bro. Come on. There's two? Can I get them to hit each other? Yeah. Oh my god. I'm not dealing with this. I'm not dealing with this. Nope. The chances of two of them spawning, like, come on. Ain't no way. Alright guys, we're home and we're going to start construction on the house. But first, before we do that, I think we should go visit our horse friend back in the savannah. So I'm just gonna grab a saddle real quick. The saddle and the armor. And we're gonna see how high of a jumper he is. I don't really care if he really is a high jumper. I just really want a decently fast horse. Hold up a minute. Hold up. Okay, he's not the best jumper, but he is lightning speed. Is he even 2 blocks? Oh, this is the horse I had. Okay, let's at least give him a chance here. He's definitely a better jumper than he is. I'd say probably about like 3.5. Yeah, I think he's better. By a long shot. Don't worry, I'm not gonna murder you. So you're fine. I'll leave you to graze the fields. So what I ended up doing when I got home is I extended the wall just to make sure the horse was safe and secure and wasn't able to escape. Let's finally start on making our base here. So what you see me doing here is I'm putting these stairs here, so later when I install the flooring, I can put moss there and then plant sugarcane next to it. But the point of me using stairs is so that I don't end up falling into the water source. And also, it just looks a little bit cooler. As you can see me doing here, I'm making a wood design in the flooring. I'm using spruce wood, acacia wood, and 2 mangrove planks to make this design. So I may or may not actually have all the resources I need to make this build. Well, I didn't plan for this at all. I need a lot of birch wood for the flooring, and I also need a decent amount of oak too. So, I messed up. So we're gonna have to go chop down a few more birch trees and oak trees. So, let's demolish this forest real quick. So we just finished chopping all those trees down, and now we got like about over a stack or a stack of birch and oak logs. So now we're finally prepared to make this build without any interruptions. So let's go do this. Okay, so I'm making a little oak trim around the stairs I placed earlier and making sure that the logs that I'm placing are actually crafted to the fully covered bark version, which you can make using 4 logs of your choice. And then I'm also placing the birch logs in, which I'm going to strip off the bark. And also, I may have messed up a little bit, so I actually may have to remove some of these so that I can place the moss, which will be for the sugarcane that will go in later. So now you can see me implementing the moss now into the flooring. Okay guys, let's move on to filling in those stairs with water. The thing that makes this task tedious is that every single source of water needs to be filled individually. So yeah, it's kind of a pain in the butt to get done. And now we can finally put in the sugarcane. I may have ran out. But it's alright, we got some more. Okay guys, so now we're going to start on making the wooden beams, and after we're going to put in the acacia and mangrove wood. So what I'm doing here is I'm using the signs and buttons to make it look like the colors are transitioning in between each other. And now that the walls are complete, we are going to grab some bricks, and we're going to make, using those bricks, 2 flower pots and 2 decorated pots. We are also going to grab 4 leaves from the spruce tree, and also I found this wandering trader, and he kind of sucked with his trades, so he's dead. Now here's what I'm going to do with the pots. I end up putting a flower pot on top of the decorated pot, then use a sapling of choice, and then I place the corresponding leaves on top of the sapling. So now you got yourselves some pretty good looking custom plants. Only a few more details to go. I'm just adding 2 desks on either side of the walls. You can see that the room is almost finished. All we need to do is add a bed, which is not your average size bed. I'm going to make it look like a real life bed, actually. And we're going to have to grab some red dye so we can dye the wool and bed red. Yeah, let's go grab these red flowers here, red poppies. Okay, there's one last one over here that we need to get. And also, don't worry, this situation here, we'll get that handled. Not too much in the distant future. Well, obviously, let's go to sleep first so no mobs spawn in our room, or bedroom, because, you know, that wouldn't be, very pleasant. Alright, all we have to do is grab some wool, like that. Okay. And then I'm going to make the red bed, make the rest of the wool red. And I think you can get where I'm going here now. Okay, so now I'm going to grab the mangrove signs here, and then the spruce wood, and you'll see what I'm gonna do in a second. Okay, and then we're gonna head back over here, and then You've put down 5 pieces of red wool there. Bed here. Oh, we're gonna have to go back. We need 2 normal white wool. And this is going to represent our pillow. Like so. And then place the carpet above. And then you got yourselves 1 ginormous bed. And it basically looks like a king-size real-life bed. I think it looks really, really nice in this room. It accents all the colors. But we just gotta put a bed frame around this. With all the trapdoors. Like this. 1 more. And then we're going to put just 1 more trapdoor here. So that you don't see the outside of the wall there. And I don't know, actually. Now that I see that, it does look a little odd. I think I actually I'll just put a wool block there. Put a block here. Okay, let's see how that looks now. Yeah, so much better. Okay, so there you go. You got your bed, and I'm just gonna put 3 signs on here, and it's going to be finished. There you go. You can get rid of the crafting table, and the room is complete, and all we have to do now is add the ceiling. And I think you guys know what comes after. The secret nether portal. Hello darkness, my old friend. It'll probably be a while until I replace that leaf. Anyway, let's actually get back onto the subject here. I'm just aligning the roof trim with some spruce slabs. And then we're gonna move on to the next layer. But first, we gotta take a little nap. Now this day is pretty crazy. I have a pretty close call with a creeper almost exploding the base and me. If I were to be any slower, that thing would have exploded me in the base, just like that. Oh yeah, and you thought that was the end? Wait until after I kill this creeper. Seriously guys, what is going on? I'm getting ambushed right now. Oh my god. Oh my god. What just happened, dude? I was just chilling out and all of a sudden like a creeper comes up and 2 skeletons just hiding under a tree? Dude. Hardcore is intense. Like you can never have your guard down at all. My god. Okay. You can see me here putting in a little bit of a dirt frame to install a skylight. Also, I don't know why I called it a sunroof. We're done the roof, but not exactly. I have an idea and I think I want to put a sunroof into the bedroom. So I'm gonna grab the glass if I have it, and if not, I'm just gonna grab some sand. Let's see. No, I seem to only just have glass panes. Okay, so let's go grab some sand. Oh, what's up, horse? You need to figure out a name for that guy. I'm gonna leave it up to you guys to name the horse. Write down in the comments what you guys think his name should be. Okay, let's go get the sand over here. Let's smelt up this glass. So I'll see you guys in just a little bit here. And we got the glass all crafted up. Actually, you know what? I think we actually may need more than 8. Yeah. 2 off. Yeah, I'm literally just gonna have to make make some more glass, I guess. Okay, we got the glass. It's time to finish it. I think the skylight is really cool. all we have to do is get rid of that tree there. I'm probably not going to cover the room all the way from the outside, just so that the sunroof, well, obviously this sunroof needs to get light, but I don't want to see dirt, like surrounding it, so we'll keep our distance from the sunroof when we put the dirt around it. I do kind of like this the tree that the vibe is giving, because like the leaves fall on the glass, and that looks really, really cool, but the tree doesn't look as pleasant. For now, we'll remove it later, and then we'll come back and make my own custom tree to hang over the glass. And now, we've made it to the fun part. The secret nether portal entrance. So, I got all the resources to make this. All you need is repeaters, redstone dust, and a sticky piston, and one button. Or two. Or actually, yeah, you're gonna need two. So, what I'm doing exactly is I'm just going to use one of these buttons on the wall here, and it's just gonna blend in just like in all of these buttons, because you're gonna think, oh, okay, well, you're using these as decoration to blend colors together. You're not gonna think that one of these buttons actually activates anything. Well, it's going to. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna mine out this pillar real quick and find what block. Find what block this is behind. I'm pretty sure it's this one right here. So it's this block right here. So we're going to wire some redstone from that button. Okay, so let's set up this line here. So we got the redstone right there. All we need to do is put the piston right behind the bookshelf right here. We're gonna have to break this a little bit. Right here. Just light it up a little bit in here. It's a little dark. And then we're gonna make a redstone torch, because that's one of the components I forgot. And then we're going to grab a block, put this redstone torch here. Actually, not that close. About here. And then we're going to take this line of redstone, set up these two repeaters, and set them to max tick so that you have the max amount of time. Oh, well, that's not connected. So that you have the max amount of time to get into the secret nether portal entrance. So, the only thing we have to do now is deactivate this so that it pulls that block away, and then dig straight down and make our room. All we have to do is finish up the room, put the button down, and then hook it up to the redstone, and we just have to hook it up to this specific part here so that it still has that repeater output and it is able to give you the amount of time that you need to get out of the nether portal room. So let's make a few ladders here. I hear a zombie. I don't know where this guy is. I've been hearing him recently, and I'm so lost in where he is. But we'll figure out later. Okay. So all we need to do is replace these blocks, and then put that ladder there. And then let me get the rest of the resources we need, and then we can move on to making the rest of the room. Alright, we're going to start digging out the room here, and then I'll show you guys the finished product in just a few moments. And obviously I'll show you the wiring process from the button to the repeaters up there. So, let's get to it. Only one last thing left to do to make the nether portal. Remember when I was saying earlier how the crying obsidian is going to represent it bleeding into the overworld? Well, there you go. I think it came out really good. And there you go. It's complete. All we have to do now is use the flint and steel. Let's do it. There we go. We got it. We got the nether portal done. All we have to do now is hook up a button all the way back to the redstone. So let's go do that real quick. I just placed a few buttons here just to make it look like a few stones, you know. But we're gonna use this last one here on that block to wire the redstone all the way back up to the top here. It's gonna be a long redstone line all the way up. The thing is about redstone is that it only stretches the power only through 12 blocks. If you have a line of redstone running more than 12 blocks, it won't power the item at the end of the wire. So we're gonna do 4. We're just gonna count this out loud here just in case it's more than 12. So this is 4 here. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I literally just had a jump scare and thought that that sugarcane was a creeper. I don't know why. But anyway, I just lost count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. I'm just gonna do this. Do that. And now we can put this back, power that, grab our spruce to repair our little door that we made, and let's just light it up a tiny bit in here just in case. Okay. Alright, this should be done. Let's just strip that. Boom, boom. Hit the button. Go down. You should be able to hit this button now. Oh. Maybe too fast. I think it's actually a little bit too fast, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna actually add tick speed to this repeater so it gives me time when I press it on that one. So now let's go down and then hit it again. There we go. Okay, yeah, that's more like it. So now it gives me a little bit more time. So now if I hit it there, yeah, just enough time. We did it, guys. We made the nether portal room. We made the secret entrance right here. We made the secret entrance. We made the bedroom. And we even got ourselves a steed to ride across the world and do some adventures. In the next episode, we are going to finish our enchantment table setup and get it maxed out to level 30. We're also going to try and enchant our pickaxe so we can get fortune. We want to get as many diamonds as we can so we can get decked out. So I'll see you guys in the next episode.